Hi, my name is Alan Gore. I'm a product specialist with Yamaha Corporation of America, here to show you Yamaha's TYROS keyboard, which is really the accumulation of many of Yamaha's technologies put into one instrument. I will give you an example by first showing you a new concept that we have that was introduced with the TYROS called Mega Voice technology. This is a great technology that allows you to hear the different articulations in an instrument. I will go ahead and give you two different examples. I'm going to go ahead and play an acoustic guitar demo. This was the old way guitars were emulated on keyboards, as you'll hear now. And what you'll be hearing coming up is the new way with the Mega Voice technology. So you can hear it's a broader, more wide open range sound. Here's another example of the Mega Voice technology used in a fingered bass. This again is the old-fashioned way of doing it on keyboards. Very dry, without any articulations. Here's the new version. So you were able to hear the slides, the slapping, all the different velocity levels and changes in those voices. This is something Mega Voice technology is used throughout the keyboard to create some of the fantastic styles you'll find within here. I'll go ahead and give you an example of some of those styles right now. I'm going to go ahead and pick a jazz style and we'll go ahead and get that started. I could quickly switch to different variations. And on the fly, as I push these different buttons, I could tell it that I want to bring in a little fill or I want to bring it into a different ending. So there's a whole new level of realism. We have what are called pro styles and session styles. Pro styles are styles that were created by many of the leading designers in Yamaha, but session styles are special styles that were actually recorded by band musicians playing MIDI guitars, drums, basses, all those different instruments, recorded into here as a live performance that you're playing back. So there's an added level of realism that's never been heard before in an arranger workstation. One of the unique abilities that you have while playing songs on the TYROS is once you load it up, I'm going to load up an Elvis song here, and I hit play, I'm now hearing the song, but I could go ahead and pull up a lyrical display if you want to sing along via karaoke. You could see it will show the chords. I could go ahead and change my background get a better look at exactly what I'm seeing there, or I could come in and say, well, I want to see how that's played. So I have a lyrics view or a score view, which has the little bouncing ball, and we'll go ahead and show you the individual notes to sing with the chords on top. I can go ahead and change the sizing. Here's an example of another Mega Voice known as a sweet flute. It's one of the more popular sounds in the TYROS keyboard, and what it has is different levels of velocity will trigger different things. You can hear a little tremolo as I hold the note. If I press it harder, you get the overblow effect that a real flute player would get if they blew too hard in the flute. Continuing with some of the other great styles in here is the flamenco style, which utilizes the same Mega Voice technology to create realistic sounding session-based styles that you can use in your performances. This is going to take it to a whole new level as far as the realism of the sounds while you're playing in a live setting. Here's another example of a great style for slow blues. Again, this is real musicians playing these instruments, recording the sequences into the TYROS, and you have the ability to make the different section changes in there to add to your own music and to play a long lead on top of. So along with many of the great styles that we have in the TYROS, we also have the ability to choose from multipads, which are any one of 4 different selected either preset or user-made accents or articulations that you can add to an already playing style. Here's an example of some Latin percussion that I could add to a style. It will continually loop a preset amount of measures. Now I just added in a second multipad and a third one, so I'm able to stack and layer these, or I can quickly just drop them out and bring them in and out. You can have everything from a cymbal splash to different percussion to even a little looping guitar part in there. It's all designed to not take up a track on the sequencer, and it's something that you don't have to play live. You could preset play and then trigger it at any time while you go ahead and play the lead in a live performance setting. The mixing console has many different parameters to it. I have the ability to select all my different voices. I could choose the filtering for each voice. I could individually tune each voice, add different effects. I could select from different types of effects here, everything from reverb to the type of reverb I want. I could select my EQing, decide whether I want it flat, some stage for line out for live performance. Compression and master compression, not only just for vocals or your audio input to use to compress your vocals or guitar or any other instrument that you plug into here, but it's a master compression for the entire song. So you can do multi-band compression and record your final finished product all into one to get ready to be recorded to CD. Lastly, you have a page where you can route out any of the different instruments. You have multiple different line outs that you can send the different parts to. So if you're playing a bass line with your left hand and piano on your right hand, those both could be sent to different outputs for a better mix in a live performance. So the Yamaha TYROS allows you to integrate your own vocals into a sequence, different styles, and any of the great mega voice sounds that were designed by Yamaha's top leading designers into one comprehensive package.